morning, Mrs. Gurveen and Mrs. Jolly. And please don't worry about that. See, this class works in a way that first I make and then you people follow. So there will be no problem at all. Okay, so you don't have to do with me because that will not be good for you because आप समझ नहीं पाओगे. वैसे भी we can't do two things at a time. Watching at the same time making. Because see, this workshop is about learning. It's not about just making paintings and putting in the room. That this is the kind of classes we generally come across. So the hobby classes where we are taught in a way that we are able to make those 4 paintings to be put in a drawing room. But after that, if somebody tells us to paint, we don't know what. So this is what the difference is between this class and the rest. After these 6 days, I am 100% sure we'll be able to make our own without my help. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
I'm just going to put everybody other than Monica ma'am on mute right now.
Previously, have you done this painting? See, now your focus should be that you are able to see me properly. So it doesn't matter if I am able to see your work or anything. You should be able to see me clearly. Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you see me clearly, both of you? Yes. See. So I'm just going to now focus on the paper and tell you a little bit about watercolors first. Watercolors, there are 3 very important components. First is the colors that you are using, the brushes and the paper. Paper is very important because you might see a difference between what result is coming on my paper and yours. It's just because of the paper more than the talent or more than that you may think I know better or you know less. It's not that. Paper is a great part. It plays a great part. So it's okay today, whatever paper you have, that when you come for classes, then I would request you to get the watercolor paper. And दूसरा चीज होती है इसमें कि इसका एक characteristic होता है when you are painting. You should have enough water on the brush so that it is not difficult for you to put it on the paper. Like it's not like oil paintings where you have to keep pushing the brush. It has to be really smooth. This is the basic difference. If you have learned oil painting before, any chance, then it will be absolutely 180 degrees. So just be prepared for that because that will make it easy for you. Because what happens generally, since I also had learned oils before I learned watercolors, so बहुत होता था because I didn't know how to do because my mind was stuck up with the oil painting strokes. So when you're doing it, just follow what I am doing. It will be very easy for you. So first thing we're going to start is I'll tell you which are the important strokes which we do in the watercolors. So once we know the different strokes, then it will be easy in the final painting. Okay, I'm now going to put it on my paper. Can you see the paper now? Clearly? Okay, so I'm just going to divide it into 4 parts. The same paper, simply just so that you can see different strokes on the same. So I've just simply put lines on the paper. Just divide it into 4 parts. I take a round brush and water, and these are the colors that I'm using because these are very easy to handle and we can take them outdoors if we want to, and also they are good colors. These are the artist quality colors that I'm using. So the first stroke is what I will tell is and please you don't start it when I'm doing it. Put water in one of the blocks that we have made. There should be enough water so that when you are moving your brush, it is going down very nicely and smoothly. You don't have to put an effort. That is the signal that you have got enough water in your brush. Okay, see, now the first kind of paint strokes that I'm going to teach is where we have to make a uniform layer of color. The way it is painted on walls, something like that. So how we use our brush? We go from one side to the other, we don't repeat the stroke and we don't go back to the color. That is very important, वरना color lift हो जाता है. So like I'm going from one side to another, then I'll take little more color, come down. मतलब I am not going to go back into the color. And just keep coming down. See. This will ensure that we have a uniform wash of color. Here the difference is, I am going to just show you the difference also so that it is easier for you. We are not going to do this like ऐसे किया फिर उसी के ऊपर फेर दिया. Don't do that. Just keep mixing the color as you go down. What will happen is it will have a very smooth base like this. Just a flat base. There's little extra water, and just remove it and then you will be able to see flat color. Once it dries, it will be just a flat wash of color on the paper. Okay, so just keep moving down. You'll see it has a flat base of color. If you are seeing in the TV, it will be very clear. So just start doing this, then I'll show you the second type of way we use it. Can you do it now? So just wet this whole this part and put color and just keep coming down like this. Now, Gurveen, can you just put the camera towards your paper? It will be easy for me. Yes, I can see now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see.
Sorry for interjecting. This is Mridula here again. So we also have Mrs. Namrata Roy who's joined us for this class. Ms. Roy, may I request you to please switch on your camera? Or Mrinal, if you can help her with that, please. If you can start a video and her audio as well.
I'm just going to try and do that from here.
Thank you.
Ms. Roy, your audio is active. Camera, I think you'll have to switch on from your end.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you, Mrinal.
Yes, it's fine, Mrs. Jolly. Just you have to ensure that there are no patches. They are like smooth. But this will happen. It is because of the paper, nothing else. Because certain paper will leave a mark, and like this is the watercolor paper, you will see it becomes smooth and looks plain. Yeah, this is a drawing paper I think you are having, or it's a watercolor paper. I can't see what's written. If you could just run it a little bit. Paper pad, it's written. Watercolor paper pad. Okay. See, can you, if you want, you can just try it once again. Can you see it now? It is smooth. Absolutely, there are no lines. So your brush का जो है ना lines नहीं आना चाहिए. This is the first step that you are doing. No? And this happens. आप जो पहला color है ना उसके ऊपर मत जाना. Just keep coming down. तो automatically एकदम plain wash हो जाएगा. Gurveer, have you made something? Could you please show me? Ah, this is fine, absolutely fine. Correct. Bas, हाँ, ठीक है. Now you can just leave that. That's come up nice. And one thing could be, Mrs. Jolly, that it is possible that you might be taking a little extra color. So just see अगर बहुत ज़्यादा color तो नहीं आपके पास. Yeah. Can you show me now? Just put it straight down. It's no. Can you just put it at? It is reflecting too much. I think there is some very. Yeah. Now I can see. Now it's better now, but still you can work little more. But it happens. If you could use a round brush, no, it will give a better result. Yes. Sometimes that flat brush also. The flat brush is leaving its mark. That could be one of the reasons, or maybe that brush is different. But it's absolutely fine. Once you do it 2-3 times, you know what to do. So it's absolutely fine, no problem. मुझे paper napkin ला दो बस. उधर. Should I move to the next one?
Yes, Mrs. Monica, there are few marks how to cover these, like these.
ये जो है ना आपका ये थोड़ा सा एक तो है कि you're doing it for the first time and दूसरा paper also makes a difference. So these are the two things. So it's not a very big deal. No problem. You can just put a brush around just on the corner
Like this. But what about this dark shade that is coming, which is overlapping?
Yeah, this won't go. This is watercolor.
Okay. So, okay.
Part of the painting. Absolutely
Okay.
fine. This is one of the characteristics of watercolor that certain things are not rectified in it.
Okay.
Correct करने की कोशिश करोगे वो उतना ही ज़्यादा enhance होता है. The best thing is आप उसको touch मत करो.
Okay.
Part of the painting.
Okay. But is it okay, Mrs. Monica?
Quite good. It is quite good, and आप अगर you if you use a little better quality of paper, you will see difference yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to the next one, which is the wash. Again, you do the same thing, but please don't do anything till the time I'm painting. See, you will realize it on your own once you are just observing me and then doing it. It is much easier than doing it with me. I keep taking water till the time I don't feel that my brush is moving smoothly on the paper. Okay. See, I have just put water over my paper. In this, what I have to do is take color in my brush and just leave it and let it flow on its own. Just let it flow on its own. You see? So it will make a very beautiful pattern. So just let it flow. Like this. So now you can see the difference between the two. In the first one, we controlled how the colors were going, and this we just let the color take its own course. So just try the second one, and you can take any color. I use red because it looks little bright, although little too bright. But you can try this.
Mrs. Roy, are you able to switch on your video or are you facing problem with the system? In case if yes, then maybe what I'll recommend is that you may want to log out and log in again to the meeting. You just have to leave. There's an option called leave meeting at the right hand side bottom and then join again. I think Mrs. Roy has just left the meeting.
Gurmeet, no, don't put it like just keep the brush like this and just pour the color like this, just like that. Then it will come down smoothly. If you put it like this, so वो अलग अलग जगह पे flow होगा. So better is आप just put it like this and let it flow down like this. Yes, and now just lift your paper. Lift the paper like this so that it starts coming down. And if it is not coming down, then just add water below the color. Okay. Just take little water in the brush and add it here and then again lift it. So again it will flow down like this. Water below the color, where you have applied the color, below it, not on the color. Take acha, you thoda sa zyada and keep it straight, because I think the water is little less on your paper. That is why it's not coming down. Yes, Nijat, come out that. Yes, Gurmeet.
I'm saying I need to put,
I would still. See, I think both of you need to put little more water. I'll show you again. What is
okay.
happening? कि आपका यहीं पर आके रुक जाता है. I'll just show you again and एक बार आप और फिर से देख लो before you start it. See, I have put it. Now there is enough water that if I put any color, it will just flow down on it. So I'll show you with the difference. See, it just flows down very smoothly till the end. Can you see? I've just put, I think, the right color. Can you see?
No, yes. Now I'm able to see. Yeah.
See, I just put the color and see, it will just keep flowing down.
Okay.
If I put it, it will not stop. See, it will just keep coming down. So I think it means that you had put less water.
Okay.
It will keep going on till there. We want to. वहाँ तक पानी रखें.
Okay.
So now, again. See, whenever it just add little more water and it starts coming down again. It's darker on the top where we start, and it keeps becoming lighter as the color comes down. Now you can see the effect if you want to. आप उसको आराम से करो. Don't be in a hurry to show me because I'll know if it is correct. तो आप उसको आराम से करो. जब हो जाता है then you show me.
Okay.
The water will be drying really fast. It's not raining now. It is dry. So all these things make a little difference when we are painting. Just give one stroke and just lift your painting and just let it come down aram se. If you feel that water is little less, just add more water. Wash your brush and add more water below. Just keep the paper straight and add little water below the color. It will fall down. When mine stopped, I just added more color below. No, when you're adding, see, why it's not happening, we just notice, even when we add water again, we do it this way. Okay, just put water like this.
Just a minute. Just a minute, Monica, Mrs. Monica, if you can just show me again how to add water.
See, what I did was, don't put water like this. Okay, just put it like this.
Okay.
Because then only the color will get that smooth passage to come. If you put water like this, it will just come down in cut.
Okay.
Yes, this one is looking nice. Now it has started coming down nicely. And just lift it aram se. And Gurveen, what I would suggest is keep it facing towards you first. You see how the color comes down, because I'll know what you're doing. So just keep it and turn it towards yourself. See how it is coming down and then show it to me.
If we are using more water, the paper is it's coming out. Will that be okay?
It is not that strong, then it happens, but क्या होता है बाद में ठीक हो जाता है. Once it dries, it goes back to its original shape. So that
Yeah, it's bulging also at places.
वो एक तो आपका पेपर थोड़ा different होगा. I was telling you, paper needs to be of a different quality.
Okay.
Still वो सूखने के बाद आप देखेंगे ठीक हो जाएगा.
All
That
right.
is. So now can you see the difference between the two? See, mine had dry. So see, this is a smooth. I had put water again to show. But see, this one will look like flat and this one will be dark and light. Okay. Now we are going to show how we mix two colors. When we are mixing two colors, what we need to make is both the colors be visible. Okay. Okay, I'll just put it on my face. Show me now. Now see it's coming. Once you do it 2-3 times, you'll know the trick. So that's not a problem. Now I'm going to tell you how we mix two colors. So when we are mixing, suppose blue and yellow. Both blue and yellow should be visible. It should not happen that everything becomes green. So how do we mix the colors without ensuring कि वो पूरा आपस में, how do we do it in watercolors? I'll show. Suppose I'm mixing, I take two colors. See, I take green. And just see how my brush is going. It needs not make. Just use it haphazardly. This is important. What happens when you are painting? It turns into a circle or it turns into an oval. Don't make it like that. It has to be like this. All directions. Now, when I take the second color, I am going to mix it around the edges. I will not go here. I will be here. See. So here the two colors will mix, but both green and yellow are visible. See. Can you see? So once they dry, there will not be any sharp line between the two colors. That is how we call like it is wet and wet. Colors are mixed. Both the colors are wet. So the edges mix up nicely and you don't have to correct it too much because ये अपने आप से एक दूसरे में mix होके they give a nice pattern. So just try this.
One question. Did you apply water on the surface?
I did. Because we need a little thicker color here. अगर बहुत पानी कर देते तो वो सारे colors हो जाते. We do not have colors.
Okay.
So this technique is generally used when you are making trees and all, you know. ऊपर का नीचे का part tree का दिखाना होता है. So that is how we mix, so that it gives a nice smooth finish. So you can try it.
So there is no water on the paper
No, not
before.
on the paper. It is there on the brush.
Okay.
And आप ध्यान रखना कि color बहुत ज़्यादा thick. The brush should have water and color, but creamy सा color ना हो जाए. You understand? Thick नहीं होना चाहिए color. The characteristic of watercolor is, see, in however dark color I am taking, the surface is always visible through. This is what the transparency of watercolor is all about. So अगर आप बहुत thick होगा तो what will happen? The paper will not be. Miss Jolly, I think there is some very bright light on your head. If you could switch it off, it would be better because it is reflecting too much of the paper. Yeah, Gurveen, please just keep your random, your strokes random. Yeah, I think this is better. Now I am able to see your paper is more clearly. Yes, now it is visible. Yes, absolutely correct. This is the way we have to do it. Actually, what was happening is there was too much of reflection on your paper, being white in color. Gurveen, can you just lift, push it little down, your paper? Yes. And put another color before this one dries. Otherwise, ना वो अलग-अलग patch बन जाएंगे दोनों. Miss Jolly, in the meantime, you can try 2-3 times again the same thing. You know, mixing of different colors. Try it. And we don't try to make a boundary of it. Just be very casual, normal. Then the result will be nice. Like start from inside only. Don't worry. Like don't try to make a boundary and then you just keep doing it like this. Just ensure that you don't go too much into the other. That's it. That's it. Just show me. I'll just tell you. This time, see, Jolly, थोड़ा सा problem हो गया. Just compare this with your first one.
Yeah, I use more color in this one.
What has happened is this happens. We prepared for this. First time when we don't know a thing, no, we are very confident about it. But second time when we already know it, ना तो थोड़ा सा करने में वो आ जाते हैं कि हमसे गलत ना हो जाए.
Yeah, always I use more color.
I'll just show you once again. आप चाहो तो you can see my strokes. Moving especially. See how I'm going to use brush. See. Like as if you don't have to worry कि कैसे आ रहा है color. Even when I'm putting the, don't go like this. Understand? Simply do this.
Okay.
तो अपने आप mix हो जाए. Nice and soft.
Is it okay, this one?
This one is still okay, but एक बार और try करो आप. I'll show you once again before you do, Mr. Jolly. एक बार आप देखो. It will be easy. See how I'm going to do the strokes. Don't like make it shape anything. Just do it like this because अभी practice कर रहे हैं strokes की. We are not making a figure that we have to worry के उसकी shape क्या बन रही है. That we'll see once we are painting something. And then just apply the second color smoothly. जितना इसको casually करोगे उतना अच्छा result आएगा. जितना consciously करेंगे उतना result थोड़ा मेड होगा. That is it. और थोड़ा सा कलर में थिकनेस का आप ध्यान रखो. देयर शुड बी मोर ऑफ वाटर. और आपको आई वुड जस्ट रिक्वेस्ट व्हेन यू आर कमिंग फॉर द मेन क्लास यूज गुड क्वालिटी कलर्स आल्सो बिकॉज़ दीस कलर्स हैव लॉट ऑफ chalk powder in them. That is why they leave a patch when we are working. And more water would be your brush has less water. Yeah, I think this time it should be better. Just show me. Yeah. And थोड़ा सा पानी और रखो आप करते हुए. And this water color could also be because of this थोड़ा patchy हो रहा है. Otherwise your strokes are good. Yeah, see it's improved now. Mrs. Jolly. You see, just do it 2-3 times. You will get the hang of it. क्योंकि एक बार स्प्रे करने से तो obviously थोड़ा सा मुश्किल रहता है. अगर आप 2-3 बार करते हो तो you will get the hang of it. Okay. So now we'll move on to the next type of technique in the watercolor. See, this one of mine is not completely dry. So I'm going to show a stroke on this one and then on something which is absolutely dry. Sometimes when we have to make bushes and show rainy season and all, we don't make very like suppose I have to show grass little soaked in water or little rainy. So how I do is, this paper is little wet. I would not say it is just damp. It's not wet at all. I can touch it. But when I make strokes on it, you see it is spreading little bit. Can you see how the strokes are spreading? They are not very sharp or smooth strokes. They are spreading a little bit. So when you have to show a foggy morning or rain, something near the river, then we do these strokes. Jab the background is not absolutely dry, then only we start working on it. But that does not mean it should not be wet. It should not be कि वो अगर पूरा wet होगा तो क्या होगा, ये कोई भी stroke visible नहीं होंगे. They'll all just get mixed up in the background. So work on the surface which is damp, but it is not completely dry. और अगर आपका ड्राई हो गया है तो आप क्या कर सकते हो कि ब्रश हल्का सा पानी लेके स्प्रेड ओवर दैट प्लेस लिटिल वाटर. बहुत ज्यादा होने से वो ऐसे स्ट्रोक्स नहीं देगा क्लियर स्ट्रोक. बट आई थिंक एक तो कोई होगा आपका जो थोड़ा सा डैम्प होगा.
Mrs. Monica, mine is all dry, so I should put some water?
Water, and if you have something like a paper towel, पेपर नैपकिन उसको हल्का सा लिफ्ट कर देना. You come to know with the strokes. अगर बहुत wet होगा तो आपके बिल्कुल spread हो जाएंगे. You will not be able to see these lines. And if it is ideal, then you will be able to see strokes like this. Like where you can see strokes, but they are not very clear. And this will become more clear to you once I go to the next step. And you will see the difference in the two. हाँ आपका सही है. Jolly थोड़ा सा extra merge हो गया ये with the background. So what I would suggest is you can wait long when you are working like this. See the strokes are clear. They have not merged that much, but they are not very sharp also. So this is a tricky part of the watercolor to learn. Start the आप हल्का सा चाहो तो ना पेपर नैपकिन से लिफ्ट यू फील इट इज टू वेट एंड देन वर्क ऑन इट तो भी आ जाएगा. I think this time it is better, Mrs. Jolly. This is not spreading so much. Yeah, I think this is better. We could still do wait a little longer, but still it is better. At least the strokes are correct. Only difference is that water needs to be a little more. I mean, the paper needs to be a little extra dry. That's it.
Okay.
That is all. Even mine have mixed. Shape is not gone. Shape is
Right. So it should not merge with the other color.
yes. It should not merge completely with the background color. See, all the background colors need to be, visible. The purple behind is visible, and the green is visible. And you see, even on the purple, you can see the green. It has not mixed with the back.
Right, right.
Yeah, एक बार बुरी ना आप चीज़ें तो आती दिखाना. Yeah, it is good. It's come out really nice. So वो एकदम correct.
Okay.
So the last step is the techniques are many techniques, but these are the basic techniques that help us in making a painting. This one is absolutely like dry. In this, the background is also dry, and even the color that we are using on the paper is also not very wet. Like I want to remove extra water from my brush. Okay, this is generally used when we are making branches, windows, doors in a painting or anything sharp. So at that time, we don't want these kinds of strokes. What we want, very clear strokes. Like, see, can you see them clearly now? Like I have to make a branch or a tree, or say these. So very clear strokes where they are not mixing background at all. Okay, this is called dry on dry.
So in this, you dip your brush in water and then dip it.
Then take
And
out
then-
the extra and just put it in the. अगर आपके ब्रश में एक्स्ट्रा पानी होगा तो वो sharp edges नहीं देगा. This is called dry on dry. Yes.
Is this
fine? Yeah, it is okay. Now you can see the difference also between the two.
Yeah.
So this जो basic आज आपको मैंने टेक्निक बताई है उसकी हेल्प से we can make most of the paintings. Whether it's a landscape or still life, these are the major techniques that are used.
Are we gonna make any painting today?
Yeah, a small painting. You know how you use all these things in your painting. So we're going to make it like a small one, which you can finish in 15-20 minutes before the class gets over. Can you see this tomato? So let's try this along with the shadow. See the shadow? I think Mrs. Jolly will be able to see it seeing it on TV. But I have to tell you, even if you want to see it. So it asks you first see the demo and then you follow me and you'll see that it is much easier this way. You're going to catch really fast, don't worry. See, I've kept it towards you to show how I'm going to make it. Otherwise, when you people are painting, this should be turned towards you. So that you're able to see this part on the painting. But to give you a demo, I'm going to turn it towards you and then show you how we make it. What I'm doing is now I'm seeing it in TV and drawing. Just make a haphazard.
Miss Monica, can you just lift the camera a little bit? We can't see your paper.
Oh, sorry. I was just concentrating on the tomato. Yes. Can you see now?
Yes, yes.
See, I draw very light, but once I put the color, you will know. So just a haphazard circle. And this part, see, you have to see where it is coming in the tomato. It is like more than half. So at this place, I'm going to draw the middle circle. Or I show it this way. These are the things which add perspective to a painting. Where are you making the stock and all? So this is the only structure that I have to make with a pencil. Now I'll start painting and I'll show you. First I would request कि आप इसको draw कर लो. Then we'll follow. उसको करते हैं. ठीक है. नहीं वो दाल का पानी होता है. मैंने क्या रखा था?
Is it okay?
Just lift a little bit. उसको थोड़ा आगे को झुका दो. Don't keep it too much towards the light. Yeah. ठीक है.
Can you see this?
Yes, I can see. See, what I would suggest, Ms. Jolly, that on your paper there should not be too much light because being a white color paper, it reflects most. So if it is kept in a little shady place, that is why see you're able to see this because I kept in a little shady place. If I keep standing, I will be able to see it more clearly.
I'm not able to see it right now, but when you turn it towards camera, then I'm able to.
Yeah. I think in Miss Dolly's camera, I think its light is too bright. It's hard to notice.
Yes.
Still, it's too bright. Should I switch off one light?
Yeah, you should. That will be more clear because white already reflects. Please show yours also. Oh, it's just a simple circle. You don't worry too much.
Are you able to see Mrs. Monica?
या आप थोड़ा सा अभी भी मुझे लाइट लग रहा है वैसे और
लाइट लग रहा है
मतलब थोड़े से not visible.
अभी दिख रहा है?
आई थिंक आप थोड़ा सा ड्रॉ करो. आई थिंक वो बहुत लाइट है जो आप.
Alright.
शो मी गुड प्लीज आपका वाला.
Are you able to see Mrs. Monica?
नहीं थोड़ा लाइट बनाया आपने. थोड़ा सा हल्का सा so that I am able to. Yeah, now I can see. Correct. ठीक बन गया.
Okay.
Is it visible now?
So now I'm going to start the coloring part. For this, I am taking scarlet red and little bit of crimson. So, but what we're going to do is do this yellow part first. For this, I am taking
Mrs.
lemon
Monica?
yellow.
Mrs. Monica?
बोलिए.
Can you please show the color palette also?
Yeah, my palette is this one. Actually, overused hai ye, but I use this palette. This is the
Okay.
camel colors.
Okay.
It is called Artist Watercolor Cakes by Camel.
Okay. And do you use a separate palette for it, or you mix with the colors, like onto the colors?
Not onto the color, there is a place given here. I mix it here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Not so we start with the yellow in the center first. So हमने wet to wet technique की थी ना, what we are going to use now. See, I'll just spread it a little more because we'll have to mix the other color as well. Now I'll wash my brush completely. Then take the scarlet red and see how I'm going to mix it because you see. Don't try to make it a circle. It is a circle, but it's a haphazard circle. So don't try to do it like this. Don't make it a absolutely correct circle. And one thing is that your paper should always be visible. कितना भी dark color आप लगाओगे, paper should be visible. Because we start light and then we keep adding more color if we want. So you can start with the first step. Can you see that the yellow is visible? The yellow has not got mixed with the red part. See, if I'm going to move it, that red will go inside it, but see the yellow and the red, both are visible. और कलर का आप थोड़ा हल्का रखिएगा. टेक येलो तो लीजिए थोड़ा थिक, बट रेड का आई वुड सजेस्ट कि थोड़ा सा कम लेना. एंड बिकॉज देयर आर लॉट ऑफ चांसेस दैट द येलो में जस्ट कवर योर द रेड में जस्ट कवर द येलो पार्ट. तो इसलिए येलो को जब आप बनाते हो तो थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा बढ़ा के बनाना. Just ensure that you save the yellow part. Yeah, it's fine. I can see it. It's wonderful. Absolutely correct. Miss Jolly, it's fine. अभी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. आप उसको बार-बार वो मत कीजिए. It's good. I can see it. Now, one thing that I want to tell you is that can you see the reflection here of the light where I'm putting the brush? So whenever we have to show such thing, what we do is we clean our brush completely and just lift the color from that place. We're going to lift color. This gives a reflection. Can you see from the place that I have lifted the color? So अभी इसको wet में ही आपको lift करना पड़ेगा. Can you see this? So just lift the color. It will give that thing that reflection is falling on the tomato. So वो गीले में just your brush has to be dry. There should not be water on your brush. Because it needs to lift the color. If there will be water on your brush, so it won't be able to lift the color. On the upper part, it's above the yellow part. Yes. And don't be harsh on the paper. Simply put it and remove it. You know, put it. And if you don't have it, then you can use even this paper napkin also. Paper napkin will also lift it. But make a point of it. Don't lift too much of color. And घिसना तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है. Just lift it. Just like that. Yes. Yes. Yes, we could have lifted more, but that's okay. जब उसके आसपास दाग करेंगे तो दिखेगा. So just lift the color. Don't scratch the paper. Just lift it. Like you press it and lift it. Press and lift. Don't do this. This will spoil the paper. Just press and lift. Your voice is mute. Good way.
I'm saying the paper has already dried.
That is why you're not able to lift it. It's okay. Enough. That is why I suggested you use जगह पे wet कर दो उसको. You can lift it. Then also without makeup. And just lift it. See, this is here the difference of the paper. That is why it is insisted that we should have a good quality of paper when we are learning watercolors. Okay, so we move to the next step now. This part has been done. I am now going to apply more layers to it. Always remember, anything that's circular if you are making, uska base हमको दिखाना है roundish या heavy, so it has to be darker. वो भले ही आपको originally नहीं दिख रहा अपने सामने, but always the base of anything circular or anything will be dark. So for this, I'm going to add little brown in the red, so that we get a darker. Here I'm going to apply. So just concentrate on what I'm doing. You can just follow later. See, this part, the lower part will be extra dark compared to the rest of the painting. Then what I do is I just wash my brush and just usko, so that it does not make any line, merge it nicely. So what has happened that we have a darker base compared to the rest of the painting. Can you see the difference now? Here there is a reflection, then yellow color, and below it is dark. I'm going to give another layer. I'm waiting a little bit because my painting is still not dry. Okay, so you can start it, but remember, जहाँ पे आप color लगाते हो, you have to merge it nicely with the rest of the color. There should not be a line. The way I have merged it. So you can start this part. In the red, you can mix little brown, the scarlet, and add at the bottom. It's on the bottom part of the painting. Now simply merge it with the rest of the painting. और उस कलर पे वापस नहीं जाना है, उसके ऊपर से करके just merge it with the painting. Yes. Miss Jolly, can you show me? Coming nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a color above it, but like मेरा थोड़ा सा ये सूख भी जाएगा. It will be easy for. Just merge it fast because your paper is drying fast. Just merge the color with the rest of the painting. दिखा उठा के कर. Yeah, good. अच्छे से merge हो गया. So I am going to add little lighter color now on the upper part because it is not so light.
So what color you are using?
जो आपने पहले यूज किया था ब्राउन के साथ, उसको बिना ब्राउन के यूज कर.
Okay.
उसमें ब्राउन लगने से वो डार्क हो गया ना. So see now can you see the two colors? I don't know. See now it's looking little better. It is giving that rounded shape also. और उसको मैंने उसके गीला होते ही ऐड किया because we don't want any lines in between the two colors and there should be difference in the color. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि दोनों सेम लग रहे हैं तो add little yellow to it. And this is Gurveen, थोड़ा कम color लो. Wash your brush and just spread whatever color that is already there. Just spread it. Don't use extra color. And one thing, once you are done with it, अच्छा येलो के आसपास जाके ना उसको ऐसा नहीं बनना चाहिए कि सर्कल जैसा हो जाए कि येलो जो है. Be careful. बस हो गया गुरु. Just leave it up. हाँ. अच्छा ये जो आप can you see this part in the tomato? This is darker. This one is lighter, isn't it? Can you see the difference? So that is what we do. उसको फिर और थोड़ा सा आपको डार्क कलर बनाना है पहले से. ब्राउन को थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा डाल देना so that the color is little dark. Again, just I wanted to merge. So वो मैंने उसको गीले में ही छोड़ दिया. Now can you see the difference? So now we are able to see so many colors in the single tomato. ये ना सारे कलर्स विजिबल होने चाहिए. You have to be careful कि जो भी आप नया कलर लगाओ, it should not happen कि वो पुराने कलर के ऊपर उसको पूरी तरह से खत्म कर दे. Don't rotate the color on the entire tomato. You just have to restrict it to half of the tomato. Because if you take your brush everywhere, what happens is everything will become dark. So only one of the sides should be darker. What I would suggest कि एक side से ना just lift little color with your paper now, not with the brush. And don't go to yellow at all. Yellow को तो बिल्कुल touch ही नहीं करना. Bas. Now you see the difference. Paper just lift and show to me. Yes. See how beautiful it is looking from. Now you show me this is doing, please. आपके में ना एक side में you need to put little more dark color.
Which side is that?
You have to check from this side. We made this reflection and on one side. This is your right or left.
You need to put extra color here.
The dark part. So add more brown to this side only and just let it merge from both sides. And Miss Jolly उसको touch नहीं करो अपनी painting को. I will just
Okay.
brown ज़्यादा, red का. Only red is showing. Just put more brown.
This is brown now. I've not mixed red in it now.
I just started coming. Now put little more. On one side. इसमें ना ये dry भी हो जाएगा the lower part, then we can make the shadow of it because shadow is actually give it a very nice 3 dimension. Now show me movie. Yes, it's better, but you can add little brown. They should be more visible. Okay, so add little more brown. अभी भी थोड़ा difference नहीं दिखना है color में. And now for making the shadow, mix brown and very little black in it. Not too much of black. It is going to spoil the painting. So just we need a darker shade of brown. उतना ही black मिला. Now show Gopi. Yes. Some difference is coming. We need to, painting is all about light and dark, hand in hand. One part has to be dark, then again light, then again dark. That is what gives shape to anything in nature itself. It's always dark against light. तभी हमको वो चीज दिखेगी. If it is too much of light, then also we are not able to see anything. And if it is too much of dark, then also they have to go hand in hand, dark and light. So now I will show you how to make the shadow. Just see how the shadow is coming in. इसमें brown and black मैंने mix किया है. We make it in the half portion. What I do is I leave a very thin line in between the two. That's okay. It's merging. उसके जो edges है वो round होंगे and then वो आगे जाते जाते आप उनको ऐसे merge कर ले. See, it is becoming lighter as it is going further. Can you see this? The difference? And मेरा चल जाएगा. And I don't mind colors getting mixed, but you can wait for it. Okay. This is part of watercolor, this mixing of colors, and these are called accidents which are used in the painting. Can you see the beautiful effect it shows? So never leave color, flows into the other thing. That gives a very nice look to the painting. So I'm okay with it, but I would still think that you should wait for it to dry because you may not have it. Just
It should
wait
not
the
come on the tomato.
sorry.
The brown color shouldn't come on the tomato.
For you, that is what I'm suggesting for you. You must dry because I am able to handle this color. But when we are learning, we should just stick to the rules. To the rule, this shadow should not go into the tomato. So you can wait for the lower base to be dry. But ऐसा ही होनी चाहिए जो shadow है कि dark from this side, but यहाँ डार्क करने के बाद सिर्फ आप पानी से उसको आगे स्प्रेड कर दो so that this gives that dark and light effect. But आप लोग का तो ड्राई हो गया होगा. My paper is like that, no? It takes time to dry. और ये थोड़ी सी ऐसे चौड़ी होके आपकी शैडो बनेगी. अच्छा, वाटर कलर का एक चीज मैं आपको और बताती हूँ. इसको ना बहुत परफेक्ट बनाने की कोशिश मत करना. If you try to make it too perfect, its beauty is lost. You must have observed like at many places, like the color went inside. I'm okay with it. If the shape of the shadow is not correct, that is also okay because that gives the beauty to the watercolor.
शैडो का मेरा कॉर्नर वाला थोड़ा पैची हो गया.
आप मुझे बात नहीं. दिस इज फाइन. अभी हमने और बात करना है थोड़ा सा. आप चाहो तो व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट यहाँ से कलर लिफ्ट इफ यू वांट, अदरवाइज इट्स नॉट लुकिंग बैड एट ऑल. अगर आपको ये लाइन में लग रहा है कि देयर इज लिटिल एक्स्ट्रा, यू जस्ट लिफ्ट. इट्स लुकिंग सो गुड फ्रॉम द डिस्टेंस. And one thing more, you have to see your painting from a distance. And when I'm saying distance, it means at least 3 feet away. Like you don't hold it in your hand and take it away and say that I'm able to see. बस इतना ठीक है. Please, ये आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. Don't try to correct the watercolor too much. Just lift the color and just go back. Go behind your dress table and all. वहाँ से अपनी painting को आप देखिए. Please don't correct it. Please spoil the beauty of the painting. Just go behind the dressing table. I can see your dressing table. You'll have to go there and keep the painting here, and then you know what exactly is. No, it is got it. Gurveen, your shadow needs to be.
Yeah, it's not coming out well.
No, just lift it up. Lift it. Keep it straight, and then go behind and see. Miss Jolly, any problem? It's looking very nice to me from here. आपको भी दिखेगी. आप उसको ना straight रखो, then go behind and see. ऐसे straight रखे. और I would suggest one thing: if you have your mobile, just click the picture. Okay. And then you can see what exactly your painting will look like. Because क्या है, ये बहुत important part होता है पेंटिंग सीखने का कि आपको उसको दूर से देखना ही पड़ेगा उठ के. वहाँ से नहीं पड़ेगा. This is a Western art which is supposed to be seen from a distance. हाँ, just go please. Just keep it and go behind. Go towards your cupboard. Just keep it here and go to your cupboard. वहाँ से and then tell me the difference. Now can you see the difference? See, I'm going to do the last darker stroke in the shadow just below the tomato. Extra dark just below it. And just spread it a little bit. That is the final stroke that we are going to give so that it can distinguish between the tomato and its shadow very clearly. So आप brown में बहुत थोड़ा सा extra black डालना, don't put too much of black, otherwise वो उसकी पूरी beauty खत्म हो जाएगी. तो नीचे जरा सा करके just spread it. What we are making is this dark portion that we see below the tomato. बस उसको बहुत ज़्यादा spread नहीं करना है Jolly. It has to be just finished here only. Can you see this dark shadow? We just have to show this one. So don't spread it too much. It should just stay below the tomato. बस हो गया आपका. बस उसको और मत करना. I know it is difficult to control our hands when we are painting, but don't do a thing in it. It's looking very pretty. अब जब ये सूख जाएगा, in the end we'll do this portion now, this one. So just let it dry. Mine is dry now. I'm just going to do the middle portion. We're going to take that brown only, dark brown, which we used for the shadow, to do this part. अच्छा कोई भी चीज आप करो तो it should not be in the plain color, like plain brown, plain red, कुछ भी नहीं होता है, उसमें shades होने चाहिए. So even if we are making anything as small as this place of stock, we show two colors in it. See, I'm just going to cover it half with color. Can you see? I've done only half with color. What I'm going to do is completely wash my brush. Just completely, matlab there should not be any color, and spread it. So that we have a light and a dark color even inside it. Then only it will give it a 3 dimension. अगर आप उसको एक ही color से बना दोगे, it will start looking very flat. So ये अब आप बना, and use a thin brush for it. Don't use a thick brush, I would suggest.
I think Mrs. Jory was asking a question.
Yeah, I'm not able to see that the thing you have recently done. Can you keep it a bit far away from the camera? Because there was action.
Okay. I'll just repeat it. What I told was, whatever we are making, even if it is very small, even if it is this much, we never make it completely plain. What I did was I just put little color on one side, and then wash my brush completely and just spread it. So that even in this small circle, we have a dark and a light color. That is what I. So for this, use a thin brush. I would suggest don't use a thick brush. हाँ, हाफ करने के बाद बस अपने ब्रश को अच्छे से धो के and spread the entire. हाफ में डार्क करना है बस, हाफ में. And wash it completely and just spread it. Yes. Line जैसा नहीं रहना चाहिए, Gurveer. Just spread it. Like it should not look like a line. स्प्रेड कर दो आप कलर को, लेकिन डार्क एंड लाइट दिखना चाहिए बस। और मिसेस जॉली, वन थिंग आई वुड सजेस्ट इज कि जब आप वाटर कलर कर रहे होते हो ना, उसको बहुत ज्यादा ब्रश से नहीं घिसना, बस थोड़ा सा काम करना एंड यू हैव टू स्टेप बैक।
Okay.
So this is the basic difference between oils and watercolor. Yes, it's looking so good from here.
Okay. Thank you.
You must click its photograph. It will give you a very nice vision of how this painting looks when it's finished. And sorry, Mrs. Mridula can tell how they're looking. She can see from
Oh, it's
there.
so beautiful. I am so I've become सबका fan now. मैं खुद सोच रही हूँ मैं class के लिए enroll कर लेती हूँ शाम को, because that's beautiful.
Yeah, in picture it's looking very beautiful.
I have to request you all, please upload these pictures on Facebook. I mean, they look wonderful from here.
Actually, no,
There's one question I have.
please.
I have got watercolor in tubes. So cake ones are better.
No problem at all. If they are of good quality, I would just check whether they are artist quality or student quality.
Okay. Right.
That needs to be taken care. That is tube or cake doesn't matter.
And one more thing, I tried one painting, water painting at my own after watching some YouTube video. So it was very light, like the bright side. I'll show you. Then I gave her strokes of with acrylic colors. Only then it came up good. So how to bright the watercolors?
Just show
See
me
here,
how-
this I made this. Can you see?
Okay. Yes.
Wow.
The strokes which I have given was with acrylic. Not when I was giving it with water, it was very dull.
Okay. See, this so I can teach you once you join the class actually, because it is just the number of layers to the painting and how we use the color.
Alright.
Matlab, what colors we are using, because I'll just show you one of my paintings which I made with watercolor, like very bright. Just wait for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
And I think, Ms. Jolly, this is where I think having an instructor really makes a lot of difference, because
Yeah, it does.
because I actually have tried learning painting from different people. I'm not an artist. I tried learning painting, but one thing that I really like about Mr. Roach is that he understands where you're going wrong. A lot of time teachers are just out there to tell you how to do things, but if the teacher is not able to identify where you're going wrong, then the student is not able to learn, right? So I think that's one of the biggest USPs. I mean, she taught me in film as well how to paint, which is not able to. Yeah, this is
So white paint.
Wow.
But see, this will still look bright. It's just the right strokes. And
Yeah.
of course, it's guidance. Actually, what is the problem with the YouTube video is इसका वो one-sided होता है. तो हम उसको देख तो लेते हैं, लेकिन उसको समझ नहीं पाते कि कैसे होता है. Although I could not really see the painting, it was very good, so I thought I'll show you the white one only. So in spite of being white, it can be bright. It is just how we use the colors. What I was saying is, it is all the thing is about using dark and light. The
Right,
difference, to, when anything like two things are together, there's one has to be light, one has to be dark. That's what makes a painting bright.
I think I have a few questions to ask. So, typically, I mean, Mrs. Sorosh has been asking you all of that. But, Mrs. Doreen and Mrs. Jolly, I just wanted to know how was your experience learning this vis-a-vis learning from a YouTube or learning it from, a brick and mortar class. Brick and mortar means, taking a So was this experience any better? Is there anything that we can do to make your experience better?
There is a bit problem in the voice quality, I would say.
1 minute. I'm just going to put my hat.
It's not audible.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, so let me know if this is better. Is this better? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So no, I just wanted a small feedback. Since I don't know if you have attended a live online session before, I do not know about it. I'm sure you would not have attended it because there is nobody else who's doing this, what we are trying to do here. So I just wanted your feedback in terms of how your experience was. Were you able to learn? That's one question, the first question. Second question is there anything else that you would want to recommend us to make this product better?
Yeah, it was great experience. And I learned a lot, like tips. Though I keep trying after watching YouTube and all. The only thing I felt like was like when Miss Monica was doing, we were not able to see it, properly. When artists use color even from the palette or mixing it helps us, like the student, when the teacher is doing that. So we were not able to see that. But overall, it was great.
Because I think I did not keep the palette with you for doing something like that. When we do it normally, we for the palette because we have to show that we are using. So there was nothing actually to. I show everything, so that's not a problem. Maybe just it missed out from my mind that I am not showing you the colors. So
and when okay. Yeah, if it is important in the watercolor, the number of brush, like the brush we are using, what number of that brush is, if it is important, I don't know whether it is or not, only mota, chota, that matters.
It is very important that round brush is there, that brush is, number is very important, and paper is extremely important. But see, that is workshops, when we do it, we tell all these things in workshop. This is demo class. We're just supposed to cover a few things to give you the feel about the class and how the experience is, showing it live. So it is all about, there are many aspects which are covered, but they are in the workshop.
Okay.
So so just to give you a background, so we're also going to be hosting a 2-week intensive workshop, spread over 3 days in a week, and for almost 1.5 hours to 2 hours, wherein Mr. Sarooj, will be taking us through different aspects of watercoloring, and she will be touching base on different kind of paintings, like landscape, still painting. I'm not an artist, maybe a portrait. So by the end of 2 weeks, you would have you'd be able to draw at least these things. She would teach you the techniques. She would teach you, layering. How do you have to do it? But that's a paid workshop. So like Mrs. Sarooj rightly said that this is more so to give people a perspective in terms of how an online class works, and also if you have any questions, any doubts that you sort of want to clarify, you can also do that during these sessions. But if you really want to learn how to paint, how to do watercolor painting, then we have a separate paid workshop which Mrs. Sarooj will be hosting, and which we will be launching in a week's time from now. So I mean. I totally understand that we have YouTube, and Mrs. Sarooj has herself learned from YouTube. I tried learning yoga from YouTube. But honestly speaking, I'm not trying to sell the class here, but this is my experience. I might be wrong. Maybe because I'm not very talented, so that could be one of the reasons. But for me, I feel that, having an instructor, having a guru is extremely important, because, if you're really skilled, probably you can learn it from the YouTubes as well. But a lot of people like us who are trying to learn will probably need an instructor who can guide them, who can tell them, who can correct them if they're going wrong. So so for that we thought it would be a good idea if we have a live 2-way interactive session. We could have also done one thing wherein we could have asked Mrs. Sarooj to do the entire painting, and we recorded and we uploaded it on the video, on the YouTube or anywhere on our platform. But you would have realized it during today's class that Mrs. Saruch was able to tell you that your brush does not have enough color, or you need to use more of brown or less of black, and so on and so forth, which probably cannot happen if it is a one-way class. If it's just one person talking, then I think you'll never know where you're going wrong. So that's the reason why we thought, let's have a two-way interactive session wherein you can also ask a teacher the question, and the teacher can also see you, and the teacher can also correct you if you're going wrong. And like feedback that came in from today, that you were not able to see the color palette, which is extremely important. That point is taken into consideration, and maybe from next class we will ensure that the students are also able to see the color palette. So yeah, I mean, that was it from my side. We'll take both of these points into consideration, and yeah, that is it from my side. Yeah. And maybe one last request. I'll probably request you to please upload your paintings on Facebook if you don't mind. And Mr. Saruj, I'll request you also, if you can send across your painting, I'll upload it.
I'll do it with the tomato inside.
But please send it to me over a mail. The reason being, if you send it over WhatsApp now, so the image quality is not that great. So yeah.
Even I just wanted to thank Mrs. Monica. It was a real wonderful experience. Like, I do paint and I do oil painting. So I really find it difficult to do watercolor because of what Mrs. Monica told. Because oil is actually very different from this thing, watercolor, and that is why the amount of water to be taken in, all those small queries, what is less on the paper, or the color and the mixing, the line you draw, things are a lot different from oil painting. And because oil painting is a lot, you can accommodate a lot, but not in that ways. So it's a one-to-one thing, which doesn't happen on YouTube. That is one thing. So it is much better than YouTube, where it's a one medium thing. And the other was, again, with Mrs. Jolly said that we were not able, I think the view should have been much broader for, for us to see how she is mixing, what she is doing along with the paper and the stroke. So that is, I think that is the only this thing. And for me, I think the problem was fixing the camera, whether to see what Mrs. Monica is doing, or whether to show her what I am doing. Am I doing right? Or to concentrate on her. That was the only issue, because as it is on phone, the screen is slightly small. So if I have to see her and then to focus on my painting so that she can see her, was slight. That was the only thing. Otherwise, I really enjoyed the session. It was really nice and enlightening and learning. So I really would like to thank both of you. Thank you so much. But I don't know, Mrs. Monica, how my painting has come out. I don't think so. I can see those paper on my painting also. Probably I was not able to do it that well.
See, I think these are very small things which are sorted. Like about palette thing, Joby class, previous history, I had kept the palette in front. Maybe today I just didn't realize. And had you told me, I would have just simply kept the palette here in front of the camera. Since you didn't tell me, so I also didn't realize that it was not visible. So that we keep in mind. Like all my students, I have been since taking workshops, they have done extremely well. They paint now on their own. This is the thing that I love about these workshops. That one of my students, she was a very good artist in oils, and she learned watercolor. And she actually took part in an exhibition along with me with her watercolor paintings. So that was something that I really liked about it. And her paintings were even better than mine. And I'm not joking it. You could have seen her paintings were extremely beautiful. So it is not that कि आप सीखोगे और बहुत अच्छा सीखते हैं. My students do. They're talented. I don't know. I am so lucky that I always get very talented people. They do wonderful job. They continue. They keep sending me the paintings, so I know they are doing it. So that is what. See, that is how a teacher helps. This is where we can't do this in a video or even a book. Since I have learned from a teacher, I know how he changed my life. It is only because of him I am doing whatever I am. So it depends completely on how you are taught something. There is nothing difficult at all.
Thank you very much. We really learned a lot. Great.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.